when you talk about the cross and when you talk about the resurrection and when you're even talking about communion, it has to do with what Christ accomplished. And I wish you would look at somebody and shout, neighbor, he finished the work. Look at them and shout, why you fighting? Why you cutting up? Why you fighting? God finished the work for us over 2,000 years ago at Calvary's cross. Somebody shout, thank you tonight. The Bible said when the day of Pentecost, somebody shout Pentecost, it came, they were all together. Somebody shout all together. In one place. In one place. In one place. If y'all go with me, I'm almost there. Somebody shout in what? In what? What would happen in Southside right now? If you can forget about what you've been through. If you can forget about the report of the doctors. If you can forget about what they said about you. If you can forget about how many lies they told on you. If you can forget about how cockeyed they look at you. If you can forget about how they treated you. And say, God, we are in one place that somebody need to be healed. We are in one place where somebody need to be touched. We're in one place where somebody shout, I want to get off these pills I got to take every day. Look at somebody shout, in one place. Brothers and sisters, I'm looking for God to pour out his spirit that we be in church and somebody come up and give Pastor Evans a note and said, a doctor told me last week I had cancer, but when he came back, he told me he couldn't find nothing. But look at somebody shout, in order to get there. Look at them with a smile on your face and say, neighbor, in order to get there, we got to get to this one place. This one place is Calvary's cross. This one place is a place where God really want to break you down. This one place is a place where God really want to take you and just mold you and shape you to what he wants you to be. Look at somebody and shout, this one place. This one place I'm talking about, brothers and sisters, is a place where you ain't got to worry about the things you're going through. But this one place, somebody shout, one place. This one place is a place where you can give God glory, where you can give God praise, where you can worship God in the spirit and truth, where you can thank God for the things he already done, where you can thank God for the things that he's going to do. Look at somebody shout, one place. And how many here want to get to that one place tonight? Well, if you really want to get to that one place tonight, I want you to look at somebody and shout, neighbor, I got to get to that one place. Look at verse number 2. I'm trying to close it. Hold tight. Hold tight. I got to look at verse 2. That first word said, suddenly. Oh, I wish you'd shout that tonight. Shout suddenly. I wish you'd shout that tonight. Shout suddenly. Do y'all know how important that word is? And I'm going to close on this point. Suddenly. How many here ever seen a car wreck? How many of y'all ever were driving and you didn't even know that car wreck was going to happen? But somebody shout suddenly. How many here ever left home in the morning, you were doing fine? And before that night was over with, you was in the ER. Look at somebody shout, neighbor, guess what happened to you? Suddenly you got sick. And it had to be something done about it. Can I get a witness? But my question is tonight, what if suddenly I don't know if this is too deep. What if right now suddenly God would just allow his spirit to come down and touch somebody that's sick in this room? Suddenly. Look at somebody shout, what if suddenly somebody got bills on your table that due and ain't got no money to pay your bill? Look at somebody shout, suddenly. The Bible says suddenly there came a sound from heaven as a rushing mighty wind, and it filled the whole house. Somebody shout, the whole house. The Bible said suddenly it came in and filled the whole house where they were sitting. And I wonder if there anybody here that'll lift your hand and shout, I need a suddenly moment. I need God to suddenly turn it around. I need God to suddenly change me. I need God suddenly to come in and give me a miracle. And I need to ask a question in the room tonight. Is there anybody here know him as a miracle worker? Well, look at somebody with a smile on your face and say, neighbor, I know the Lord as a miracle worker. I know the Lord as a way maker. I know the Lord will give me a breakthrough. I know the Lord will deliver me out of the thing that I'm going through. But in order for me to get there, I got to get rid of some folk. I got to get rid of some people. I wish I had a church to go with me. I got to let some people know that for God I live and for God I die. And I wonder if there anybody here that'll hug somebody and say, neighbor, I'm talking about one place. That one place that I'm talking about. That one place. That one place. That one place. Paul said, I determined not to know anything among you save Jesus Christ and him crucified. What I'm trying to tell you in Southside tonight is he took the nail that should have been in my hand. He took the nail that should have been in my feet. He took the spear that should have been in my side. Look at somebody and say, neighbor, do you need God to do one thing for you tonight? Well, look at him and say, neighbor, you can't sit there looking pretty